Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah. Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah.
Alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam Allah wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of Sunnahfollowers Hadith class. And this is the class wherein we discuss hadiths that relate to women in particular or in general. And let's put the hadith for discussion today up on the screen. And the source of this hadith is Sahih Muslim. And it's narrated by Aishah that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when a woman spends or feeds the poor from her husband's money without taking too much of it, she will have her reward and he will also be rewarded because it's his money that she's using. And she will be rewarded for what she spent. And the same applies to the storekeeper without anything being detracted from their reward. So in other words, what the Prophet was saying in this hadith is, say, for example, a woman doesn't have a job, okay, but her husband, she takes some of her husband's money and tries to help someone in need with it, even though her husband did not offer the help, he'll get rewarded for that. And not only that, but the employer, the person for whom her husband works, if that employer is a Muslim, he will receive reward too. So that just shows how charity is an ongoing thing. You know, we talked before about paying it forward. You know, you want to do a good deed, pay a good deed forward because someone did a good deed to you. I mean, I'm helping you. My husband's getting a reward for it because it's his money. And my husband's boss, if he's Muslim, is getting rewarded for it because he's the one that paid him for working for him. So it's an ongoing thing, even if with food. If I give you some food, my husband get the reward because the food came from his home. And not only that, but the people from whom we bought the food from, the store that we bought the food from, should they be Muslims, they'll receive a reward too. So this shows how merciful Allah is, how charity is ongoing. One good deed can end up bringing many rewards to 10 or 15 different people, even though those people may not even have been aware of it. And the same with knowledge. This is something that Dr. Jamali was speaking about with you guys when he came in here earlier, we did the Quran Tajweed class today. Like he said, you know, you get the reward. I mean, Sister Layla gets the reward for teaching you. You get the reward for teaching someone else, and so on and so on. And Dr. Asim gets the reward for teaching me. His teacher gets the reward for having taught him. You know, it's ongoing charity. And this is charity that will follow you even through to the grave. So what do you guys think about this hadith, if anything?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, you know, that's really good to know that how far charity can go, you know, because you always think you did it and it just stops right there. But in essence, it really doesn't. It just trickles down to everyone that's involved. And that's a good thing to know, because I never really thought of it that way, nor knew that, you know.
Yeah.
So that's some good knowledge to have.
Yeah, and that's why Dr. Jamali was telling you guys to share, you know, you guys are learning how to read the Quran. You know, make sure you teach what you know to others too, because you will get rewarded and they'll get rewarded, and it goes on and on and on, you know, just like that. You know, it's called passing it forward, pay it forward, you know. Any other comments? Go ahead, Norta.
I think the only comment I wanted to make is that this kind of shows like what kind of person Allah is, you know. He doesn't just grant the reward to one person, he grants it to everyone that was involved. Like if we all, like, let's say something happens and you help one person, you know, and then that person might go around helping other people just because of your kindness. So I think just a good thing.
Exactly. I mean, even like I say, that's why in another class we talked about how we don't make fun of a person's profession. You know, like a lot of people look down on a farmer. Look at all the blessings that farmer is getting. You know, he planted the seed that caused you to be able to eat and benefit from it, and also the animals and all the rest of the creatures. You know, look at all the blessings and rewards he gets. You know, we never look down our nose, snub down our nose at the charity or the, you know, of another person, because you never know, you know, that one little seed can end up producing benefit for a million different people. And look at all the blessings that person will get. So again, this is a great hadith for us to contemplate and try to add to our lives. And for you sisters out there, you know, whenever you take from your husband's money to help someone in need, as long as you don't take too much, you know, your husband will receive a reward for it. And it's good for you men to know that if your wife is taking your money to donate to charity, don't feel bad, because you're getting rewarded for that. Okay, so I'd like to thank everybody for joining and participating in this session of our Hadith class. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu